to Perry's Cooking Show. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to make us deer sausage and some biscuits. Now, what we have here is top quality deer sausage. You have to smell your sausage. If it smells good, then you're good. Alright, now what we're going to do, just so it won't spoil, is we're going to put this in our refrigerator. I named her Betsy, just like my third wife. She's a good old fridge. Alright, now what we going to do? Here's your pan. You gotta listen to your pan. If it gets that dinging noise, such as this one, then you're good. Alright, now we'll put that on. We won't turn it on yet. We got our coffee going. I like it blacker than the hinges of hell. Now, we got our trash here. What we're gonna do with this trash is you take it and you put it in the trash can. Such as that. Now, we'll be right back. And we're back. Alright, today, just in case you didn't get our first episode, we are making deer sausage and biscuits. Now, we got our pan, we got our coffee. Now, what we're going to do is we already have the oven on 350, baking. It's nice and warm, toasty. Alright, now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this here baking sheet and spray it with our Clover Valley olive oil cooking spray. Make it non-stick. You're going to spray it gently on there, such as that. Then now what we're going to do is we're going to take our Pillsbury Grands Jr. Golden Layers Buttermilk Biscuits. Now, on this one, I do believe if you just twist it or something like this, can't really get it open. But I think if you hold on, we're having some minor technical difficulties. You must be dumber than a sack of bricks if you can't open a can of biscuits. Hold on. Alright, now. Where it's open. Just giving y'all a little show. I knew how to open it all along. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our biscuits. Smell your biscuits. If your biscuit smells good, then you're good. Alright, now, what we're going to do is we got... Who I'm making for is myself and my cameraman, Eric Loeb. We have our biscuits, they're already made out. They ain't as good as Mama's homemade, but you know what I mean. Alright, they're good after you get done duck hunting pretty much. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're just going to lay these out. That's all you do. If you have to read the instructions on a can of biscuits, then something's wrong with you. Alright, now, what we're going to do, again, we're going to take this. We have 5 biscuits. Just kind of lay them out like that. And take this one. Lay that one and that one out. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to come over to our preheated oven at 350. Slide your baking tray into the oven and leave it for about 15 minutes or until they get golden brown. Now, time for the good part. You take your trash once again and you put it in your trash can. Or waste basket, as Yankees say. Now, what we're going to do. Thank you, Betsy. Is we're going to take our deer sausage. Smell it. It's good. Alright, now. We have our olive oil cooking spray and our deer sausage. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We have our good pan, as we've already established. We're going to take this and put it on about medium heat. Medium high, medium, somewhere in there. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to let that heat up a little bit. We're going to leave our sausage till it's time to patty it out. Now, you don't really have to spray a pan because you know how sausage has a little bit of fat in it, so it just makes it pretty much non-stick. Now, alright, you got everything working. Now, what we gonna do right now, what every duck hunter should, take you a coffee, some coffee, pour it, and enjoy it. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. I was just tuning up my calls. I got a new Duck Commander Woody wood duck call. It's a good call. Alright, now, this ain't duck calling session. This is cooking, ain't it? Alright, now, what we gonna do? I'm glad you're back to join us. Just in case you didn't catch our first 2 episodes, we got our cooking us some down home dairy sausage and biscuits. Now, what we gonna do is we got our pan, and it's hot. Alright, now, our pan's good. We got our biscuits cooking in the oven. I'll be damned, our biscuits are ready. Where's me a rag at? Don't want them to burn, do we? Now, what we gonna do is we're just gonna take our biscuits, golden brown. Look at that, perfect. Now, alright, now what we gonna do is we're gonna take our deer sausage. Once again, I cannot stress this enough, people. Smell your sausage. If it smells good, then you're good. It seems as though we have some sort of minor technical difficulties. I do believe it's my smoke detector. I'm sorry, people. It's rather funny to me. Alright.
Oh.
I got a sound grab. Alright. We're back. Sorry. It must have gotten a whiff of the biscuits. Alright. Now, what we gonna do is we got our pan. It's all good. Now, what we gonna do is we're gonna start patting out this here deer. This deer sausage. Now, alright. We got our sausage. And it's just like rolling it's just like rolling some hamburger, man. Alright, now, I'm sorry. My cameraman's laughing and it's making me laugh. Alright. Now, what we gonna do is just roll it into a little ball like a dare ball. And then you just press it down. And there's your sausage patty. Now, you hear that sizzle. When you hear the sizzle, you know it's good. You're going to turn it down to medium heat so it won't cook too fast. Now, you're going to make us another one. We have about a pound of deer sausage here. Now, alright, so now that that one's good and sizzled, what we're going to do is we're going to take this one, pan it out just the same way, put it right there. Now, take another ball. Do the same thing. Add it out. Just drop some on the floor, but it'll be alright. Alright, now. Roll that ball and then you press it down and you have your sausage patty. Alright. Now, you just continue this until you have about 5, 6 patties, something like that. I'm only feeding 2 of us, so we don't need that many. What we're going to do is we're just going to patty it out and then put it right here. Good to go. And we got enough for about 1 more sausage. Good. That'll give us 5 sausage patties altogether. Ain't I good at math? Alright, now, what we going to do? Again, you want to put it in a ball about yay big. And then you want to take your fingers and you press it down. Like this. Actually, you want to flatten it out just a little bit so it'll stay kind of thin. You don't want it too thick. Now, I like my sausage like I like my women. Thick. Now, what we going to do is we're going to take this and let's see, we need our spatula. But first, Rufus, go sit down. Rufus, go sit down. This is my cooking show. You can't have no dare. Alright, now, what we going to do? We're going to take our hands. It smells like good sausage, though. We're just going to wash it up. What, Rufus? Didn't I tell you to go sit down? Now, we're going to wash our hands real good. We don't want, as them scientists say, cross-contamination. That's one thing you do not want. I had cross-contamination one time and I was on the shitter for 3 days. Not a pretty sight. Reminds me of when I eat the Waffle House sometimes. Alright, now. What we're going to do is we're going to wipe our hands dry. Once again, trash in the trash can. We're going to take us a sip of coffee. Good. Now, we got our spatula. Listen to your spatula one more time. See, this kind of has more of a dinging noise than the pan does. So you know it's a good spatula. So we're going to move these over. Put these down. Now, put this up closer to the pan. See? Cooking nice. Alright, good. Now, we got 1, 2, 3, we got 5 biscuits and 5 sausage patties. Couldn't have had it better. Now, put those on about medium heat. We'll check them every now and again. Now, what we're going to do with this, we're just going to put it in here in the sink. Now, you know, I do most of the cooking around this house. Bertha is asleep right now. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. You know, I don't really like doing dishes. What my pawpaw used to say is dishes is a woman's work. Rufus, dishes is a woman's work. Now, I don't do woman's work. I don't do clothes, I don't do dishes. I cook. And hunt, as you can see. Alright, now, well, you saw me cook it, and now all there's left to do is eat it. Now, when those get done, you just flip them, cook the other side, you'll be good to go. Thanks for joining us today. And as always, have a good day. If it smells good, eat it. Oh, one more thing, sorry. I was tuning my calls once again. Now, what I forgot to mention in our last episode, Rufus, go sit down. Anyway, what I forgot to mention in our last episode, one of my important rules that I live by. If it smells good, it is good. Ham Hock, I done told you to go sit down now. Sorry. We're back with another episode of Down Home Cooking with Perry. Alright, today we have our sausage and biscuits going. They're just keeping warm in the oven there. Now, to top off any good breakfast, you gotta have some scrambled eggs. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna, pretty simple, straightforward, you're gonna take your egg, crack it. That is how you crack an egg. Right there, then we're gonna just put that in the sink there, and then, let's see. Eric, how many eggs should we use, my friend?
I say about 4.
About 4 eggs. That sounds good. Sounds about right to me. We're gonna crack 4 eggs in here. Runny things, aren't they? Alright.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm just kidding with you.
Now we're gonna take this. We got 3 eggs. It's trying to be a funny one. And then we got number 4. There. Now, perfect. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wash our hands off a little bit. Then you're gonna take your eggshells and put them, you guessed it, in the trash can. Now, make sure nothing drips. Now come over here, put them in the trash can. Now, what we're gonna do, so we're gonna take our eggs, put them back in Betsy. She's a good fridge. Thank you, Betsy. Now, we got our eggs. What we're gonna do is you just gotta kind of poke the yolk, and then you gotta whip it in there real good, just like that. Now we're gonna put our pan about medium heat, about medium high heat. That'll be good. Now, what I like to do for the eggs is kind of give them a little bit of help You're gonna whip them up like that, and you're gonna take some salt and pepper. Take your pepper, put some in there, take your salt, put some in there. Now, we're gonna whip it one more time. Now, we're gonna go to Betsy and get some milk. We have Mayfield, 2%. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take just a little bit of milk, smell it. Now, once again, milk is important to smell. If it smells good, it is good. Now, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take a little bit of milk, put it in there. It just kind of adds a little something extra to your eggs. We're just gonna whip it up, just like that. Keep whipping it. Keep whipping it. Alright, our eggs are good. Now, they're ready to go in the pan. I'm gonna take a milk, put it back in Betsy. Now, take her salt and pepper, put it back up. Bertha gets mad when I leave all my stuff out. Alright, so we're gonna wipe off our counter. And we're gonna go to the pan. Now, gotta wait till our pan is heated just right. We're gonna get our, let's see what we got here. We got some little bit of oil so it won't stick. Just a little bit. You don't want them runny in oil now, not like the Waffle House. And I done told you what happened when I eat that. Lordy. Alright, now, we're just gonna take a little bit. You can use spray also, but I didn't want to use olive oil spray on my eggs. It's like a woman's kind of thing, using olive oil. You're just gonna take a little bit of oil in your pan just to keep them from not sticking. Now, we're gonna take this, put this back up. Gonna put this back down in there. Alright, now. Once again, gotta wash my hands. Getting oil all over them and such. Now, we're gonna go to our pan now. Gonna heat our pan. Heat our oil. Once again, listen to your pan. I can't really turn it up, but you know, it's kind of got oil in it. It burned me. But it's saying it's ready now. You gotta learn how to read your pan when you're doing kind of things like this. You're gonna take your eggs one more time and you're gonna whip it. Alright, put that in the sink. Now we're gonna just take one of our mini wooden spoons here, plastic. Let's see what we got in here. There ain't no utensils in this house. We'll use that wooden spoon. I always like a good wooden spoon. Once again, see how it's sort of hollow? You want to do that. That's a good spoon. Now, alright, our oil is ready. You should hear a sizzle. Like so. We're just going to take this, get all those eggs out. Old farm fresh eggs come to me. Alright, now. This ain't singing, this is cooking, ain't it? Alright, now. What we're going to do is we're going to leave that, just check on the sausage and the biscuits. They're heating up nicely. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to stir it up. That's all you got to do is just stir it up. Scrambled eggs are extremely easy to make. Now, you just keep stirring it up just like that. Leave it sit there for just a minute. And boost the heat up a little bit. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take our pan that our biscuits were on. Put the eggs on. Like that. Move our biscuits. Biscuits are nice and warm. Now when the eggs get done, we're just going to put them right there. Now, we're just going to whip up our eggs one more time. Keep whipping them. I don't like my eggs burnt. I like my eggs slightly, not really on the runny side, but a little more runny than usual. So, we're just going to keep cooking them. One thing I can't stand is when a woman burns eggs. Makes you want to go out and kill something. Now, we're just cooking our eggs up now. Keep stirring them. Get them nice and done. Figure like it now, you might like burnt eggs. You never know. But, you know, sometimes people don't really like kind of runny eggs, so they prefer the burnt eggs. Bertha prefers the burnt eggs. And I tell her, I say, Bertha, don't you burn my eggs. And she's like, wow, I like them like that. And I said, woman, if you talk back to me, I'm going to break this wooden spoon over you. Now, we just keep scraping those into the pan, such as that. And take it, get all those eggs out. There you go. Now, we're just going to leave that, let that cool. Turn it off. Never touch anything that you have in the oven with your bare hands. It hurts. Now, we're just going to take this, put this here, and then we're going to get our sausage. Got our sausage? Look at that. Now, make sure everything's off. Look at that. A breakfast fit for a hunter. Thank y'all for joining me today. And remember, if it smells good, it's good.